making a killing. I write my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, I write my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, I write my flow sinister. Yeah, I write my flow sinister. Yeah, I write my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky. Get about my face, wearing that monkey. We not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. And Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform. He went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to Patrick. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Albert O, 26 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. Slot, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 23-yard run. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the option, here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Smith now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Leaves it for Penny. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Smith on 3rd down. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy's stopping.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They Gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Penny up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Smith. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.